Heavyweight boxing fans assemble. Two-time world heavyweight champion and all-round boxing legend Tyson Fury is offering to fight two-time former unified world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua as a voluntary match. We don't know about you, but this match is surely going to be the fight of the year if it ends up happening. Negotiations between the two champions' representatives have already begun, and today we're going to tell you all about it. First off, how did Fury propose this match to Joshua? Now, if you're an avid boxing fan, you'll remember that recently there were rumors circulating about an epic fight between Tyson Fury and the Ukrainian Alexander Usyk. Even Top Rank Inc. CEO Bob Arum said that it doesn't make sense for either of the two to take up any other fights except for this one. But Usyk seemingly taking a break from boxing and leaving Fury without a competent match. Not to worry though, the good thing about boxing is that champions rarely stay that way forever and new talent is constantly popping up. Anthony Joshua, winning his first heavyweight title in 2016, is one of them, and you know he's climbed up the ranks when Mr. Fury is willing to consider him a worthy opponent. This week, on Monday, Tyson posted a photo on Twitter, formally inviting Joshua for a monumental fight. In a dramatic flair, the Gypsy King referred to their potential showdown as a Battle of Britain. With his English and Irish background, as well as Joshua's British blood, we're just hoping the match doesn't create a divide in the aisles. Tyson didn't just shout out Anthony without incentives though, saying that since the 32-year-old was currently beltless and had just lost a fight to Usyk, this match would be the perfect opportunity for redemption. He also mentioned that Joshua was just coming off of a 12-round fight, so he was definitely in fighting shape and ready. He ended the video off by giving Joshua a few months' notice. Let's talk about the Usyk-Joshua fight and what it means for Fury's offer. Saturday, August 20th was one hell of a nerve-wracking ride. If you don't know what we're talking about, it was the much-anticipated Alexander Usyk-Anthony Joshua 12-round fight. And oh boy, were both fighters in the zone. Usyk, who'd spent time serving in his country, Ukraine's military for defense against the Russian invasion, was brimming with the need to make his nation proud. This was his chance to give his people something to celebrate amidst all the chaos of war. As for Joshua, having already lost to Usyk before, this night was to be his shot at redemption. He needed to regain his status as a heavyweight champion after losing it in Tottenham 11 months ago. The WBA, WBO, and IBF were all titles that he was vying for. Only one of them got their wishes to come true. Alexander stole the show, winning by 115 to 113 and 116-112. An extremely close call, but a victory nonetheless. Needless to say, Anthony was not happy. After seeming to exchange harsh words with Usyk, he went up on stage and delivered a very confusing emotional monologue. It was clear that this loss had hit him hard. The boxer started talking about his life story and explaining how it had taken a lot of hard work and sacrifice for him to get where he's at now. He then declared that he wasn't a 12-round fighter, but was instead a new breed of heavyweight champions. He didn't completely make it about himself though, congratulating Usyk on his win and having the crowd cheer him on. With Usyk finally returning to his homeland for an indefinite period, Fury-Joshua seems like it's happening, and we for one are anticipating it just as much as an Usyk-Fury match. Moving on, what was AJ's response to Fury's proposal? Well, it shouldn't come as a surprise that the 32-year-old boxer readily accepted the offer of a match. Who wouldn't? The chance to face off against a boxing prodigy like Fury isn't one that many can brag about. On top of that, with Tyson having made his mandatory defense back in April, this is a purely voluntary fight. As Joshua's lost 2 successive fights to Usyk, he can't be imposed as a mandatory on Fury, so this is a huge deal for him. Heavyweights like Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder are eyeing this position, but it seems that for the time being, AJ is Tyson's pick. Joshua promptly responded by saying that he doesn't do the online discussion just for clout, signaling that representatives be made part of the conversation. And that they did. Frank Warren, Fury's promoter, has already offered a sweet deal of a 60-40 purse for the fight and declared that there are 2 dates suitable to Tyson's team, November 26th at Wembley Stadium or December 3rd at Principality Stadium. So take your little pick, Dosser. There's no wriggling, Fury said to TalkSport. This is where things have hit a little snag. Eddie Hearn and Matchroom previously confirmed that Fury's team had sent over written terms and AJ's team had accepted, but when it came to the matter of setting a date, they don't seem to be accepting Warren's proposals. Joshua's team has put forth the condition that the match is to be held on December 17th only. We do think that this is a date both parties will settle for, but Tyson did have some choice words for this decision. One of them is 11 weeks away, one is 12, he said. So if a professional athlete who is shredded all year round can't get himself in shape in 3 months, there's a problem. These boxers and their trash talk, we tell you. Now on to other related news. Firstly, Andy Ruiz creates an OnlyFans account. Yep, you heard that right. Apparently, heavyweight boxing got too boring for The Destroyer. The Mexican-American former heavyweight champion holder recently acquired a unique sponsorship. Last Sunday, 4th September, Ruiz faced off against the Cuban pro boxer Luis Ortiz and defeated him with a 3-time knockdown. Via a unanimous decision win in the WBC Title Eliminator, Ruiz can hope to be imposed as a mandatory for Tyson Fury in the near future. He is now planning planning to go after Deontay Wilder, aiming to bring back his belts to Mexico. The Ruiz-Ortiz had some other interesting activities go down as well, mainly the fact that Andy managed to cop himself with an OnlyFans sponsorship and did not shy away from showing it off as much as possible. His dressing gowns did allude to the Los Angeles Rams of the NFL, but they also showed off all his sponsors, one of them being the infamous sex work-based subscription social network. With more than 150 million subscribers as of the moment, maybe Andy's sponsorship is a smart move for raking in dollars. The California-born fighter already has a subscription on the platform, which has only a bunch of followers right now. Seeing that he's just opened up the account and has only 7 posts, that's pretty normal. Next, Tyson Fury interferes in the main event at Clash of the Castle. Saturday, 3rd September saw one of the most entertaining main events at Clash of the Castle we've seen in a while. The Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, and 6-time world champion of WWE, Roman Reigns, faced off in an epic match that saw quite a lot of intriguing plot twists. The match seemed to be going nowhere. Reigns would get ready for his iconic spear or the hefty Superman punch, while McIntyre would try to get in a powerful Claymore kick, but neither would let the other go through with the moves. Of course, the two are some of the best heavyweight champions that WWE has to offer, so we'd expect nothing more. But the shocking moment came right after Mr. Money in the Bank, Austin Theory, came barreling in to interrupt the match. Theory ran to ringside with a referee, trying to cash in on his title opportunity when the most unexpected figure punched him down from the stands. Tyson Fury. Yes, people, the Gypsy King was sitting as a spectator enjoying the match, but even he couldn't let Austin ruin the fun by preventing either Reigns or McIntyre from winning. This changed the entire course of the match, with Reigns winning in the end and Drew accepting his defeat. Last but not the least, Drew McIntyre trying to start a feud with Tyson Fury? We're as confused as you are. After all, the Reigns-McIntyre match ended with a friendly moment between Tyson and Drew. After the match, Fury went up on stage to congratulate Reigns on his win, but he didn't let his fellow Scotsman McIntyre slink out of the spotlight either. Singing American Pie as a tribute, he lifted Drew's spirits. Drew said in an interview with Ariel Helwani of BT Sport that he'd had discussions about a potential bout between the two with Fury himself. He revealed that the two Scots laughed around some light banter, but some serious topics were also discussed. But I still said to him, if the time is right, you never know. We can get in that ring. He said that it doesn't matter if the tone is lighthearted right now. If it ever comes down to getting in the ring, McIntyre will be more than ready to show his talent off. Phew, that's intense. That's it for this video. What are your opinions on Anthony Joshua taking up Fury as his next opponent? Let us know in the comments. As always, remember to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.